I know the last time we were in the shop, I was complaining about how hot it was, and it's been so long that now it's freezing cold. So we're gonna get a couple things started here, give you a quick update on what we've been working on, or actually the lack of things we've been working on, but let's get started. All right, guys, well, welcome back to Shop Saturday. A few things have changed in the shop. It may not look like a lot to you guys, but we did get motivated and we put up a piece of drywall. I kid you not, I spent 2 hours putting that piece of drywall up all by myself, but I did it. It's a 12-foot sheet. It's a 12-foot sheet of drywall, and it was a bugger getting it up there, but I got it. Also, we have managed to get the electrical ran, and we also managed to get some lights installed. I don't know if you guys can see these wonderful chandeliers, but I know some people are probably wondering, why did you pay someone to do a half-butt job? But actually I did it myself. I read an electrical book, asked a few people a few questions, and checked this out. I mean, I have to say, I amaze myself sometimes. So, we have lights. And it's the perfect time to have lights because it gets dark at 4:30 now. So, we can work in the dark. Like I said, it's hard to get anything done when you have very limited time, but it does feel good to make some progress. It may not look like a lot to most people, but just the fact that that one piece of drywall up was quite the accomplishment last night. And it is nice having more than one outlet. I don't know how long everybody's been watching, but if you remember, the orange extension cord ran downstairs to the one outlet I have downstairs. And then the blue extension cord was to power all the power tools. So now that we have multiple outlets, we can have multiple things plugged in at once. And we don't get the long cord drainage situation we ran into when we tried to run the shop vac and the sander at the same time. So we have managed to make a few items. I don't know if you remember, but we were making the farmhouse table, and it took me a long time to figure out exactly how I was going to do this little stretcher here, but I did figure it out. Now all we have to do is we have to paint it, and we have to finish putting on the Rockler desktop attachers. Okay, so I don't know how many people have used these in the past, but I had seen them on Instagram a while back. I think it was Woodward Builds was using them. And they have changed the designs. They used to be solid pieces of steel, but now they're basically, I believe that's considered a stamped piece. It's a real thin piece. It's almost like a thing you open the lid to the pop cans with, is what it seems like. But they do work. So we're gonna put those on today, and then we have to take the bench into the basement to paint it. A few other things that we have made is, which I really enjoy this, and I'm looking forward to making a lot more of these, maybe for Christmas presents, and just to have, maybe do some giveaways or something, is we've made some mallet. This one right here I personally use. This was the first one I made. Basically it's just oak plywood, and then this is a junk back to a cedar chair piece that was extra. I've been using these to put in our chestnut tree stakes and stuff. So it's just a junk piece of hammer that is just made to take abuse. Works out pretty good. And then I made an oak mallet, which I think is kind of funny because the way I made it is basically it's all wrong according to woodworking people, because the grain's for the hammer is supposed to run this way, and for the handle is supposed to run this way, and I did it all backwards. But it does look pretty cool, and just the fact that I figured out how to do it, I think is impressive, because the cool thing about these is you can make the handle, and as this piece wears out, you know, or breaks or whatever, all you have to do, because it's friction fit, is just bang it a few times. And of course it's probably swelled up because it's cold. Okay, so I got another phone. The other one ran out of space. It never fails. Nothing can be easy, especially when you're trying to record what you're doing. Like I was saying, is we have to put these. Basically, they're called desktop attachers. Yeah, they're desktop fasteners by Rockler. Got them on Amazon. I'll leave a link if you want to try them out. They're pretty slick. I'm going to try to show you how to put them on. What you need to do is you need to have a 3/4 inch Forstner bit, which I have this whole set, so there's, it tells you what size it is right here. And I believe it also tells you right on it. These are by Ryobi. You basically want to sit that in here, and then I just use a pencil. Let's see if I can get this to stand up. This is another example that you can never have too many claims. So there we go. So I have found that is the easiest thing to do is to take and stick a pencil in the center where you want to draw or where you want to drill your. Then you take your drill with your Forstner bit. Then you put the little pointy thing right on the pencil mark. And you really have to hold it because I have found with the way I have my bench legs that it likes to walk out this way. So you really have to hold it still and kind of pull back this way on the drill. Not too far though, because it really does move around on you quite a bit until you get there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's, I believe if you had a piece of wood with this side on it, but because we're using the end grain, it's not real sturdy and it likes to walk around on us. And really, it doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to be underneath the bench leg or the desktop or the bench top. It just has to be recessed a little bit so that it sits flush against the bottom of the bench seat. Good. And then we just got to take our regular drill. Just going to take our regular screw on our drill bit, fasten it down. Okay. I don't know if I pointed it out, but this side will get it flush this way, and then this side is basically dimpled in, so then when you go to fasten it this way, it's got a little dent, and it hooks it right tight to the bottom of the bench top. We'll try to get you a different view. So when we put this on here, we're going to put it on here like this, so that right where the figure 8 part comes together is the part we want sticking over. That way it's, there it goes. We got our dot right there. We're going to take our Forstner bit. We're going to put the point in the dent. And you really have to hold her down. We got it like so. And we're just going to hold it down. Was probably the easiest one out of all 4 of them. That's the good thing about doing these tables, is you get to do everything so many times that by the 4th time you're an expert. So that's how it's supposed to look. It's flat on the top, and then this part will screw into the bottom of the bench top. We just got to get our screw in. There, and then it's fastened down. So yeah, if you want to give these a try, I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can pick some up. They're from Rockler. They work pretty slick. I mean, that's my first time using them, and you've seen how easy it was. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you know somebody who might want to use these, share the video with them. This is Shop Saturday, and like always, we'd love to hear what you're working on in your shop. You've seen our last video of the kindling cracker, so if you use a wood stove to teach your shop, you may want to check that video out. We'll leave it right over here. You can watch the kindling cracker video right here. Thanks for watching.